You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 438, recorded May 2023, posted February 2024. This casino is not airtight.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master, and today we are continuing the adventure, The Stygian Gambit. It's one of the adventures from the lovely Keys from the Golden Vault collection, a collection of adventures that are all heists. Fun fact for our players, I was reading reviews of the other heists in preparation for someday running those other heists, because I'm assuming you're not all going to die in this adventure. And this heist on one list was the highest ranked of all the adventures in the book. And strangely, maybe not strangely, but I was surprised that the Murkmire Malevolence, the first adventure you played, was the lowest ranked. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh. But we were so good at that.
I thought that was a fine adventure. So I don't know. There may be some like museums are bad and casinos are great bias baked into that particular list. It was just one person's list, but I was just like, wow, that's the worst adventure. I thought that was not bad. So maybe
they didn't do as well at it as we did.
I'll let you in on a thing about the world of role-playing game reviews. There's no way they played every adventure in that book before writing a review. They just read them and write reviews. So yeah. Sorry. Okay, you heard
and write reviews.
Yeah. Heavens. All right, let's not get canceled by the RPG industry. We lie. We love
them. And
I
like
don't know.
to work
Whatever.
with them.
I mean,
Yes, please. Let's sell out.
I don't know.
I was on a podcast earlier today and you literally said the phrase "Wizards of the Coast, call me."
So that sounds like something I would have said 3 years ago.
Sure.
So
they could just send some Pinkertons to your door.
Yeah. Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
How do you know they haven't?
All right. I should really introduce our players because I've been directly addressing them. Allow me to introduce them. They will introduce their characters, and we will jump into it.
We haven't. You haven't done Welcome Back to Total Party Kill. This is the pre-show.
I totally did that like several minutes ago.
He did. Yeah,
Yes.
he said,
Are you
all right,
sure?
Let's go. Welcome back to Total Party Kill.
Jason,
And then he
at
got
that
distracted.
point,
Really?
Yeah, and then Jason, you typed
literally
513 start in the
Oh
chat
my God.
at that time.
Wow, I was too busy. Sorry, I also dropped in some logos. I'm doing
caffeine.
5 things at once
This
here.
All
is
right,
going to be
Erica.
so fun.
Yeah, I was just
Start
going to
it
ask
again.
Erica, do you want me to start
Fine.
over?
Yeah.
Yes, Erica
Starting,
always
it's fine.
has start over veto power. All right. Everything's great, people. I just want to say I think I have it together, unlike last week, which was a very special episode of Tuesday night. I've got it all together. This is all on all of you.
Yep, it's
Fair.
true.
Harsh but
Welcome
fair.
back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony
Recording.
Sidlar, a Dungeon Master. I use he and pronouns. Today we are continuing our adventure, The Stygian Gambit, which is one of the heist adventures from the Keys from the Golden Vault, a collection of heist-themed adventures. Allow me to introduce our players so that they can introduce you to their characters, and then we can remind everybody of what's happening in our story so far. First up, it's Monty Ashley.
Hello, it's me, Monty Ashley. I use pronouns he, him, as does Krong, the bugbear rogue, who I will be playing in this adventure. He's normally a nightmare monster who hides under beds. He's going somewhere else this time.
Also joining us, Annette Wierstra.
Hello, I am playing J. Raff. We are both she, her, and right now J. Raff might not actually be J. Raff. What?
Also joining us, Erica Ensign.
Hello. Yes, Erica Ensign, she, her, playing Levithia du Isigri, she, her. And she's a human ranger who is feeling kind of spaced out again all of a sudden tonight. Just FYI. It's part of the character.
Also joining us, Jason Snell.
Hello, I am playing Ravel. He is a Triton druid, which means that normally he looks like a heroic fishman, but sometimes he can change into animal form as a druid of the Circle of the Moon, I believe. And at present in our story, he is a rat.
Yeah. So I think it's actually only been a few weeks since we played, but in my brain it has been 100 years. So I did the thing. Did you guys know that we record these? So I went back and listened.
It's true
And I
story.
took notes. And here is my notes. You have been basically kind of contracted out by the Golden Vault, the secret society that you're now initiates of. And whereas last time you needed to save the world, or at least Varkenbluff, from a Elder God egg, this is a little bit more like just like a righting wrong situation, which is you have been asked to help out Verity Key, a tiefling professional gambler who is ripped off by her former partner, Quentin Togglepocket, who stole their combined winnings and used it to open his own casino, the Afterlife Casino, which is a casino themed after the Nine Hells, employs a bunch of tieflings in spooky garb and has all kinds of weird games and settings. And your charge is to steal a bunch of money and also steal a statue that is going to go to the winner of the inaugural Three Dragon Anti-Tournament that is being hosted right now to celebrate the opening of the casino. So basically kind of bankrupt him and ruin his reputation all in one fell swoop. Little less noble than save the city, but you get to go to a casino, people. So, these are the choices we make. My notes from last time, you have been casing the joint. I think this is kind of your extended casing episodes. My notes from last time say that Monty/Krong has been taking on the role of a high roller and eating at a fancy restaurant. Erica/Levithia is keeping the spa attendant busy by receiving a massage. Jason/Ravel is a rat in Jay's pocket. And Annette/Jay is disguised as one of the casino employees in order to sneak around behind the scenes. And you have pickpocketed a key. It's a little card. Key card. I was like, there must be a word for a card that is also a key. What would that word be? So you have a key card, I believe the plan to return the key card to the pocket from which it was picked, such that no one will ever know that it has gone missing. Jay and Ravel, you have been sneaking around in the kind of employees only behind the scenes part of the casino. You found a break room. You found a security room with security guards monitoring the other side of these strange magic mirrors that are basically old, magic security cameras placed throughout the casino. And then you popped into one room, Jay, where you have found Quentin Togglepocket. This is Quentin Togglepocket's office, and he has looked up from his little desk to see you, and I have already rolled to see if he saw through your disguise, and I rolled a 1, an auspicious start for me as your dungeon master. So your disguise holds up. He recognizes you as the specific casino employee, the spa attendant, who, in listening to the recap, I was kind of inconsistent in how I pronounced their name. I don't know if anyone has any notes, but my interpretation of what I myself said last time was like Garmin or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you guys know I mumble a little bit? I hope that's not on the podcast.
I just remembered because it sounded a little bit like garment.
Yeah,
you just take off the M.
There's at least one where I'm like, am I just saying garment? That's a horrible name for an NPC.
Most of my notes were things on the restaurant menu, I'm afraid.
Okay. I have detailed information about that, Monty, in case you need me to verify any of that information.
I just remember there were no jalapeno poppers, and I was very sad.
Unlike the improvised spa attendant name, the menu of the Nessus Cafe is totally provided in the adventure as written. So Quentin Togglepocket looks up at you and says, yes, Garmin, was it? What can I do for you?
Hi, sorry. I was just looking for the staff room. I'm supposed to come here for lunch on my break, and I just got all confused. I'm sorry.
It's just next door down.
I slowly back away. And do we want, I don't know, Jason, if your rat wants to go investigate his room at all.
Boy, that is shenanigans, isn't it?
That would be shenanigans.
Yeah, I drop out of Jay's pocket and sort of hide behind the furniture.
Okay.
Down the pant leg.
I think you're going to need to make some kind of stealth check to do that, because you're a rat and you're trying to hide somewhere. Yeah.
Hey, how about, well, I mean, I guess this is the role-playing part. Is Jay trying to drop me? Or have I given like a little tug and say, yeah, you want to hide me? Or am I, as a rat, trying to be sneaky?
I could like swoop my, because I'm in a robe or something, right?
I think you're dressed as,
we dressed up
as like
you're
the guard.
disguised.
Yeah.
You're disguised as the spa attendant. So I think you're all wearing kind of like tuxedo pants and fancy shiny vests. I believe is how they all wear. That they're.
I can roll something if you want.
I think let me just say it's either Jay stealthily stashing a rat somewhere or the rat stealthily stashing themselves somewhere. Someone is stealthing it up.
Do you have a stealth modifier?
I do. What is my stealth?
Fine time to start asking. 15 minutes into the backstage run.
Yeah, you should go for it. Try to. I pulled on your sleeve, and now you're going to try to sneak me
I'm
down.
rolling my fancy new cat dice.
Ooh.
And I rolled a 19, so these are good dice.
All right. You wave with one hand, and with the other hand, casually place a rat behind one of his executive office toys. And I'll assume that you'll close the door, and now you are.
I won't close it too
up.
firmly.
Okay.
Because, rats need to escape.
Rats do need to escape.
They can get in really, really, really small areas. So they might be able to get, you might be able to just get out under the door, even if it's completely shut.
All right.
This isn't a submarine. I mean, the doors aren't sealed, probably.
No. Yeah, this casino is not airtight. Quentin kind of swivels in his little office chair. Again, you're set up in his kind of executive office here, but everything is gnome-sized. And it's just like doing a little humming to himself while he's looking over some ledgers.
Humming is good. That could cover scurrying sounds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason, this is, I think, and again, as throughout the Total Party Kill podcast, I hesitate to use this word, but I have no better word for it than to call this a plan.
This is the thing we're doing.
Well, we're forming a plan. This is the data gathering part of the invasion. We're improvising here.
Jazz.
So, as a rat, I have a keen sense of smell. Can I give a little? I stick my little paws up and go, and I'm gonna smell and see if there's anything unusual that I can smell in this room.
All right, give me a perception check with advantage because you're an animal using your,
And I get advantage because I'm a rat. So
yeah.
And the answer is 19.
All right. I will say that most of the stuff in this office seems pretty mundane. You definitely there's various, smell of the different types of wood that various pieces of furniture are made of. There's the smell of different parchments and other kind of office supplies. That you can tell that there's a jar of ink inside of his little desk. I'm gonna say it doesn't seem like there's any food or edible things here, nor are there any other I would say living creatures in this room other than Quentin Togglepocket.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna observe him, and maybe if there are places for me to sort of sneak around where he won't see me, see what else I see, sort of in this corner of the office, if there's anything.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, he's going over things. He's got he's working on a flip chart, and he's got he's got a graph. And he's filling it in with the first weekend's earnings and then the projections, and the graph goes way, way up. The graph is, the axes on the graph are not labeled.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, he seems totally kind of into his work and has no reason to believe that a druid disguised as a rat is in his office, and so is oblivious to your existence.
Is there anything else out here that I might be able to glean information for, or is he just really just a kind of a boring bureaucrat?
Yeah, give me another perception check. This time we'll say this is you looking around as opposed to sniffing.
15.
All right. You're looking around. At one point, he opens the top drawer of his desk, and inside you can see a red candle. That kind of catches your attention. That seems a little unusual as far as office supplies go. A quill, a jar of ink, some sheets of parchment and envelopes. That seems pretty standard. A tiny glass key, a key made of glass, and a copper ring, presumably bearing like Quentin's seal, and it looks like he's got some money in his probably not a fortune, but his spending money in the top drawer of his desk as well. So yeah, he goes back to his work. So some kind of glass key, as well as in case you need to engage in any forgery, the seal that he would use for signing letters. Yeah.
Is that just a wall behind his desk? Because it looks like it just cuts off really abruptly there. And it's just black.
There is just a wall. I will tell you, I imagine, this is a casino built into a cavern. I imagine there might be some small openings in case you wanted to squeeze through some cracks and things. Again, you are a rat.
Yeah, I am interested in that.
Okay. Would you like to squeeze through a crack in the wall? What direction would you like to head?
I think I would like to head east.
Okay. You poke around and you find a little crack and you manage to squeeze through it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's ventilation here or something. But you find a little crack and squeeze through one passageway leading east from Quentin Togglepocket's office. Further from your friend Jay, who now presumes that you have been murdered by Quentin Togglepocket. Just east.
Have you heard the telltale sound of a rat being squished?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Just east of Quentin Togglepocket's office is another office. Ravel, you kind of pop out of a little mouse hole, looking around here. This office is much less kind of fancy and ostentatious than Quentin's office. Looking around, there's lots of kind of stacks of paperwork. There's a desk with a big, huge, thick book on it. There's a candlestick that's unlit. Nobody's in this room, but you think you hear something. You hear a noise coming from the desk, from the top of the desk where that big book is.
Oh, I would like to investigate that, but before I do, I want to ask you a question about Wild Shape. I have the earring of messaging that we got the last time. Can I use that as a rat, or can I not?
I don't know what happens to all your gear when you Wild Shape. I know it certainly comes with you. I don't know if you have access to it. We could imagine that you're a little rat with an adorable earring. I kind of like that.
Well, even if it does work,
Squeak, squeak.
can he talk?
I don't think you can speak common though.
You can choose whether your equipment falls to the ground in your space or merges with your form.
Yes,
so that's
but
good.
I don't think you can speak common while you're a rat.
And is message based on speech?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
So Annette, you hear
Right.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Good
So
squeaks.
I know that he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what's in the desk?
All right, you clamber up onto the desk. I assume you're still a
This
rat.
has become a rat adventure now. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry. And on the desk, the large book that you saw from the floor appears to be a ledger. The ledger is open, though there's no one occupying this office. And there's like a quill just kind of moving back and forth atop the ledger.
Ooh, what's it writing?
Looking at it, give me some kind of wisdom check.
How wise is a rat?
Well, it's as wise as you are.
Okay. 19.
All right. This ledger seems to auto-magically be recording all of the business of the casino. So it's keeping track of coins and chips being cashed in and out of the vault.
Interesting.
So every time somebody either turns their money into chips or chips into money, there's the little quill scratches across. You could, if you wanted, try and make sense of how much money was in the vault at this moment.
I would like to try that.
All right.
And this automation, it's stealing our jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I would like to say that there is now a accountant's green visor on the rat's head.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Totally goes well with the earring. And looking at this, you study it. You know, there's the montage as you do math in your head, and you think that there's just north of 5,000 gold pieces in coinage in the casino vault.
And what are we supposed to have stolen?
5,000 gold pieces.
Fantastic.
Cha-ching.
Okay. Can I check back in the other room just to see if he's still there?
Sure. You squeeze back into west to Quentin Togglepocket's office. He's still there working on he's drawing the graph by hand. It's taken him a while.
Oh man.
So
okay.
Every time he does one of those upstrokes on the hockey stick graph, he's just like, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go back out of his office into the vacant office and see if I can get out the door.
Yes.
There. And then
so you squeeze under the door and you see the hallway here. There, you do know that there is one end of this hallway goes out to the main casino floor. The other end goes to the hallway that Jay is probably waiting in. You do know that there is one of those monitoring mirrors watching the hallway.
Yeah. So I guess the question is, what has Jay been doing while I've been doing this?
Jay, what have you been doing as several minutes have passed while Ravel has been a rat?
Well, since there's no mirror, I can act suspicious, but I've been walking very slowly. So if anyone happens to come out, I'm like, mer, mer, but I'm sort of hanging back to wait for Ravel.
All right. I will say at one point, an employee walks out of the staff room, glances at you extremely briefly, and just heads north without, saying anything or commenting on your presence.
Phew.
I've got a new plan. We just ask one of these guys, can we take 5,000 gold? And they say, sure, I don't care. I get paid minimum wage.
Ravel?
Well, unless somebody opens the door as I'm going out there, I would just go down the hallway as a rat and see if I can catch up to Jay.
Do you care about being stealthy, or do you just figure it's just a rat?
I'm just a rat, man. I'll go in the shadows or whatever, but I'm not going to tiptoe.
All right.
That would be suspicious, a tiptoeing rat.
Mhm.
Honestly, it would, yeah.
All right. So, Ravel, Jay, you reunite. You're still in the hallway outside Quentin Togglepocket's office. As you are, I imagine you're scooping Ravel up to place him in a pocket. A tiefling pokes his head. This is one of the security guards. Pokes his head out of the security room that you've been in there before, and just kind of looks up and down the hallway, kind of suspicious. He's giving you a suspicious look. He is not acting suspicious. He kind of stares at you.
I say, hey.
You see anything weird around here?
Weird? No, I saw someone just go out that door a couple of minutes ago, but I haven't really even seen anyone.
Yeah, probably just a rat. And the security guard ducks back into the security room.
There's literally rat races happening out there.
Yeah, there are. Yeah. Tell me about it. All right. So Jay and Ravel, just to recap, you have explored a decent part of the behind the scenes part of the casino. You remember your map from last time that Verity provided you that was kind of it was, like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy of the blueprints. So you have not firsthand seen that there are some kind of cells that are holding cells south of the security room. You have not visited the vault that you believe is west of the security room. There's also some kind of behind the scenes area for the entertainment circus area that you have not checked out, but you have scouted a significant part of the behind the scenes area. Anything else you'd like to do, or would you like to return to your friends?
Do we want to go see the circus animals so we can make sure Ravel can turn into any of them?
I think I went and I saw the animal
I think
show,
Ravel
so
has,
I've seen
yeah,
it.
Ravel
The
saw the
lion
show.
and yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He saw them at their best. He doesn't need to see the behind the scenes, like a lion without its makeup on. No one needs that. Yeah.
So then I think it may be time to go back and turn back into myself.
Okay. Do you have a plan for how you're going to return?
Well, yeah,
that,
I will. I
key?
will like go back into the spa as this person, turn into myself, and then I can leave the spa, and everyone will just think I've been hanging out in one of the pools or something.
Okay. How do you get the your stolen key card back?
Yes, I will have to change back into myself and then try to stealthily slide that key card back in.
Okay.
Or you can just drop it on the floor.
Yeah.
True. That would be smart.
Leave it at that tiefling's desk at the reception area.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can we assume that you all want to regroup and plan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to do that at the casino or if you need to do that somewhere else.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could if there's like a quiet part, but we know we're being watched, right? So
you do know you're being watched.
Not in the spa.
Mm.
There's no mirrors in the spa.
That's true. There's no mirrors in the spa.
Just a
you
person.
all want to meet in the spa? Have a spa meeting?
Oh, like in the hot tub while the bubbles are going, so nobody can hear us.
Yep.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Jay and I did before. And
And
nobody
there's
said
no
anything,
mirrors
so-
in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Role playing.
So role playing.
Mhm.
So Krong, Ravel, Levithia, and Jay. Let's just assume that you're all in the spa.
Hot tub
what an
party.
adventure!
You can
I
each
mean-
have your own hot tub if you want. It's a big spa.
Yeah, but then we'd have to yell to each other. and we
I don't know
want
how
that.
spas work, Eric.
Yeah, we're
If
trying
they're
to keep this on
properly
the down low.
bubbly, it can be quite noisy.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yep.
This feels very good.
I'm all
Yeah.
blissed out because like I had a long soak in the hot tub and then I had an hour-long massage and now I'm back in this hot tub.
Heisting is hard work. So you have gained a lot of information about how the casino works. You know the location of the statue that you want to steal. The original information on it was not accurate. That happens sometimes. It's part of the casing process. You have mentioned things before about putting stuff down in water, throwing things over waterfalls, starting animal stampedes, transforming into lions. I'm just reminding you of the things you've said before. These are not endorsements.
I have a plan for the statue.
Ooh.
I can handle
Okay.
that myself. The plan is, first, we get a painter to paint something that looks like the statue, just like on canvas or something, right? And then I put on a fake stomach and have fake arms dangling. And then inside the stomach, see, I've got my real hands and I've got this painting that looks like the statue. I'm just going to go up to this case, open it, take the statue out, and then put this canvas on the front of the case and close it again. No one will ever suspect a thing.
I like it. You could also use the bag of holding.
It's unanimous.
Okay.
Those facial expressions mean nothing to me.
I mean, that's fair.
I just
And I think Monty remembers, but I'll remind all of you that Krong did pick the lock on the case. So the lock, you have not tampered with the case, but it is sitting there unlocked. So
I mean, I do still think the idea of a distraction is a smart one, but we need to get
the guards out of the security room to get into the vault.
yeah,
That's
my-
the challenging
yeah. My
part.
suggestion there was that I would turn into the lion and as if I had escaped and was running rampaging through the casino floor.
Mm-hmm.
which would be a pretty good distraction, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would pull maybe at least one of the security guards from the security room. I would hope.
If you're sedated while you're a lion, do you turn into a Triton or do you
That's
just be a sleepy
If-
lion?
If they take all my hit points away, then I would turn back into Ravel.
Yeah, so I think if you're knocked unconscious, you'd probably turn into Ravel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right,
Also, I
fast.
I don't know if they necessarily have
tricks.
non-lethal lion things. They may
Yeah.
not. Yeah, they may not be trying to dart the lion. They
Then
may
again,
just try and
rampage
Their
and
plan
lion.
is just to kill
so-
the circus the first time something goes wrong?
Circus life is a rough life, Monty. You don't,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I know they named the lions, but like behind the scenes, that lion's got no name. You know?
Ah.
Yeah,
Very sad.
dark.
yeah.
What
I mean-
do we think?
Guys, it's a lion in a casino that's run by like a not so nice guy. So I'm just saying, maybe you guys should steal the lion.
I also think that Quentin
Rehabilitate him.
Togglepot was trying to kill Carol Baskin. So
Mhm.
Reference acknowledged.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Sadly.
What
So
do we think
still
that little
need-
key is for in the desk? That
Oh yeah, you should like
I
compare
told-
notes.
Yeah,
with
I've told
Ravel
everybody
being
what's
like,
going
You've
on
seen the
Mhm.
vault key. Do we think that the little glass key was just to unlock the case where the statue is, which is already unlocked?
I can
or is that
actually
a key
show
to the
you
vault?
using my water shaping abilities. I can actually show you a 3-dimensional
Ooh.
version of the key in
Okay.
water, hovering over the hot tub, just so you get an idea of what that key looks like.
That's
Okay.
unnecessary.
So Jay, does that look like that would work on the vault? And Krong, does that look like that would have worked on the case that you already picked the lock to?
I don't know. Tony, does it look like it would have worked on the case that I picked the lock to?
Give me a quick perception check, Krong.
16.
Yeah, it looks like exactly. It's got you recognize it. That's like a tiny, delicate, ornate key that opens like a fancy box, and it looks exactly like the properties of the lock that you just earlier today picked. That's not a vault lock.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not a vault lock. That's a trophy case lock, I'd say.
Great.
Which
Nice.
leaves us
we
with the
need
vault door.
an employee key card to get into the vault, at least through the security.
Is that what it was? It was a key card. It wasn't also like a regular lock on that door.
Well, it did. I couldn't tell exactly, but according to the map,
Mhm.
that door is key card locked.
But it probably requires a security clearance key card. You can't just have a random employee go into the.
Did it have, while you were looking at, did it have a different color? Because the doors that only employees can go through have, I think it was green over them
Green.
or something. Yeah. Is that what the vault door looked like from the side of the?
I will
it-
tell you I don't know if you had asked that specifically, but you would have seen it obviously
Right.
on net. So I'm just double checking my descriptions here. I think that the off of the security room there was a green door. So at least there's some kind of hallway probably off of the security room that is just a normal key would open. Unclear what lies at the end of that hallway.
Right. And if it's a vault that has the key card and like a regular lock, I think Krong is the only one that stands a chance of actually being able to get that open.
I think it's probably safe to assume that there would be some kind of security mechanism to keep, for example, it may be that Quentin Togglepocket does not want anyone who's not him going into the vault or things like that, right?
I have a question for
Mm.
Ravel.
Mhm.
This ledger you saw that was magically keeping track of everything,
Mhm.
do you think it only records or could it write? Like if you wrote down and then everything in the vault was transferred back onto the floor,
I love
do you
this
think then all of the pizza boxes would just start vomiting money?
What do I think?
Enter the lion, and then we sweep up the dough.
Yeah, what do I think, Tony?
It seemed like it was probably enchanted really just to record things as opposed to controlling
To making
things.
them happen.
Yeah.
Wait a yes and reality.
Phooey. That's what I say.
If a DM yes-anded everything we did, we would get away with a lot of cockamamie
We punched
stuff,
the
so.
moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, and it's
I
angry
rolled a
now.
20.
We would. I'm just speaking for myself, but it would mean we would stop trying to think of plausible ways to win and we start thinking of entertaining
That's
ways
true.
to win.
I
It's-
could turn into Quentin, and we could
There
try
we
to
go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
pickpocket, or assume one of the guards would be like, I lost my card, let me in.
You could also,
Yes, absolutely.
as the lion
Again-
is
Yeah.
attacking you, in the confusion, you might be able to even say, "Forget about that. We must go to the vault," or something like that.
Mhm.
And you can
Yes, let's check the
talk your way
vault.
through.
So
and
again,
there's an imposter in my office.
there's no prescribed way that you're supposed to do this. As a reminder for the format of all the keys from the Golden Vault heist, you do have a lot of kind of resources at your disposal in addition to your information. So, Annette can look like lots of people. Krong can obviously, it seems like, pick every lock that exists. And Jason can turn into a rat. And Erica can receive massages.
Yep. That's what I'm good
Some
for.
of
The
us
system works.
The
are
system
smarter
works.
than others.
I think you've got a couple ideas for things that could cause a distraction. Seems like at this point getting a key is not hard. Obviously you just took a key from the spa. You could probably pickpocket employees as needed to get other keys. Let's just assume that that's within your ability to do as needed. It does. There is the challenge of, there's lots of areas of the casino that are monitored, and there's a room full of security guards who are watching those monitors. And then, of course, Quentin Togglepocket himself, is here all the time. So, if you are going to try and impersonate him, it might be helpful to the duration of your impersonation would probably be enhanced if something was done to him. Yeah. So.
Lavitia is
we
really
want-
good at poisoning people lightly. Poisoning
Lightly
people.
poisoning people. Dosage
Lightly
is what
poisoning.
matters. Yeah.
Do we think it's important to case the vault situation before we do a distraction? Because if it would be possible if you can turn into Quentin Togglepocket, you could just go in, look at the vault, come back out. If you thought you were convincing enough to fool those three guards, and if he didn't leave his office and step in front of another mirror, which they can see from inside there.
I can only do it once per day. So
Oh, that's right. And you used
I
it
have to
for
wait
today,
until dawn. So then
Till
we'd have to
tomorrow,
wait
yeah.
another day.
which is this
Um,
is a casino. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like we're not in a rush
think-
in this
Mhm.
case.
I think if we get inside the vault, that's our chance and we should take it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm
I
worried
don't
about
think,
getting
I don't think you
inside
get to get
the
into a vault twice. Yeah.
I mean,
I
I can
mean, I
fight
guess
my
my
way
worry
out
was
if I have to.
The photocopy map we have shows a hallway that goes to the vault. So my worry is that once you get to that spot, then we're going to be stopped, and if we will have possibly ruined our chance to actually get into the vault.
That's where we improvise.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
And I think Krong's going to put it in the bag of holding, probably, right? And then maybe come and
In the-
with his painting,
the
and then
chaos.
come and help the other part, right? Because Krong is very dangerous and should probably.
And I'll
help
just
there.
remind you that the hallway to the vault and the vault itself do have monitors on them. So
Yeah, but we're gonna. I mean, I think the idea here is that we're gonna take out the security guards or distract them or something, right? And that's where the security apparatus is in that security room.
yeah.
What
Now, I will
if that
tell
room
you,
were to be full of fog?
fog. Yeah. Now those are three.
Well,
there
your
were
lion is
three-
gonna be.
Yeah.
That's
If
the
you want a
thing.
lion,
That's true.
that's gonna
Then
be
you can't
the
have
issue. There.
fog.
We
Mhm.
could have. I mean, that was another thought I had. Is like, yes, the rat goes into the room and then turns into me, and I cast the fog cloud, and then they're
The
they
lion would
can't
also
see anything.
potentially. We don't know. A lion might draw some of the security away from that
I
room.
would think. I would
would
hope
think so.
that it would. If
Yeah.
the lion escaped, that there would be a whole
Yeah.
thing. And I think that should be at the top of our list. I love the lion distraction idea. I love it.
Well,
yeah.
And if I
Just for
turn into
style
Quentin,
points.
I can be like, get out there and go find
Mhm.
out what's happening and get them all to leave. Can I
Oh.
break the mirrors inside the security room?
Yeah, I think so. They're just mirrors. You know, The other thing is, if there's no one there to look through them, they're not effective. Right. So
They might actually be helpful.
If you empty out that security room or obscure it with fog, and remember, I think there's two elements of your lion distraction that you've discussed. There is Jason/Ravel is the lion, or you free the actual the proper lion,
or both.
Prime lion. Yeah, it seems like I think I'm willing to say that Krong's plan for stealing the statue is reasonable. Words I use rarely on Total Party Kill. And so, that's I feel like stealing the little statue from the Three Dragon Anti-Tournament is like an afterthought. It's getting into the vault. It's going to be the challenging thing.
I have a thought for the plan lion. How much space is filled up with fog when it's 20-foot radius?
Oh, in my fog cloud? It is 20-foot radius.
Now, can you do that, and then can you wild shape while the fog still exists, or does the fog disappear when you wild shape?
Concentration, so I can't be a wild shape.
You can't concentrate while you're wild shaped?
I don't think so. I think I become a lion.
Oh, well. I mean,
okay,
you're a lion. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, my thought was just like, if we did it during the show while the lion is like in the middle of the thing, if you created a fog cloud in the middle so nobody can see the lion, and then ran to the other, and then wild shaped on the other side of the room and roared, then we could actually free I could run in and let the actual lion free, and that would create some chaos.
Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast. So I could cast Fog Cloud. I'm not sure about the sequence of that, but I could cast Fog Cloud and then.
Well, I think letting out all of the animals is tricky because we haven't scoped out that area yet, and we don't know how many doors we'd have to open, and then they would have to get through several doors to actually get to a place where they're going to start to cause chaos. Where if we are in the crowd and we're somewhere towards the doors, and we're watching, and suddenly, it's time for the lion, and suddenly there's a fog cloud in the middle of the area, and Ravel's just kind of, tucks himself right into the edge of it, wild shapes and roars, then runs out. Everybody's going to think, oh my God, the actual lion has been set free, and then maybe I could run in and set the actual lion free. So suddenly there's two lions running out. Maybe you can, I don't know if you have actual lion language, but you could yell, "Follow me" in lion, and then the lion gets to run free. So you don't have to stay a lion, and then we can all try to get to the vault.
Love it.
We could also, if Krong uses his fake stomach to hide the statue, we could use the bag of holding to go in and fill it with our 5,000 gold pieces.
That's true. That's probably the only way to get that much gold out.
So where am I most useful? I was going to just do the painting and let you guys do the actual heist, but I can come to the actual heist if that's more useful.
I think Krong is good muscle. I would say you should steal the thing and put it in the bag of holding, and then or down your pants or whatever, and then come to the rest of the heist. I don't know. Whatever you've got. Bag of holding, then.
You're wearing a tuxedo. There's pants.
Yeah, tuxedo.
No, wait, that was the last.
So, okay.
I'm in a hot tub. I'm not wearing anything. Let's be very clear about that.
All right.
What if Krong just gets the statue first? Because probably no one's going to notice that anyways, right?
Well, there's a guard right there. So timing it so that as soon as Krong hears, oh my God, there's a lion.
God, there's a lion.
Steal the statue and then just, make a beeline or a bugbear line to the vault area.
Okay. So then I can go in as Quentin into the security room, be like, go deal with that. As the guards are running out the door, you and Krong can come in, and I will then we can go to the vault together. Because they're going to notice if you two walk through the employee door, not being employees. Right. So if they run out,
so we would
then you
steal,
can kind of come in.
So we'd want to steal 2 employee cards, which probably we can manage. One for you to get in and be Quentin Togglepocket, so that you can get into the area where it makes sense to be him. And then one for us, so as soon as we see the guards pop out, we can use ours to sneak in.
Yeah. And then while Ravel is running chaos as a lion, we could go get all the gold.
And Ravel can turn back into Ravel whenever it looks like there's a good opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this plan. We all have roles to do at the beginning, and then at a certain point, the plan falls away because we don't know what we're expecting, and we can improvise.
Like a good
I like it. Let's go for it.
Yeah, and again, like,
and can I get another
Ravel,
mimosa, please?
having Ravel just, take the bag of holding that's full of all of the stuff and diving out the waterfall at the end.
It's an option.
How many times can you wild shape a day?
I don't need to wild shape. I can breathe water.
Oh, okay, I just imagine if you
As a Triton.
if you jumped off the waterfall like as a porpoise, that would then it's like, well, who are they going to even?
Or just
It
like
would
a
be
salmon.
cool, but I wouldn't. I would jump
Okay.
off as a lion, hit the water, and turn back
then-
into myself, and then
I'm
be
just
like, "Oh
saying,
my
like-
god, that lion is drowning!"
Yeah, that lion drowned. It's a tragedy. It's a double tragedy. That lion was a felon and died.
It's carrying this bag in its maw, and now
Strange-
it's
Weighed
Strangely-
down.
The story of the lion robber was not enough to redeem the failed reputation of the Afterlife Casino. But the waterfall did become a famous tourist attraction. They called it Lion Falls after that.
Yes.
All right. So you have described a plan. I did not
except
listen
for
to
our
all the.
escape.
Yeah. Oh. I didn't
I
listen
mean,
to all
we'll
the
just
details.
like walk out.
Mhm.
Who's gonna know after all that chaos?
I guess there's the
That's what we're hoping for.
some of
Chaos.
you there is the thing that you might think about is I think in any heist it's like which of you can kind of come and go as civilians versus which of you might need to make a big exit once your identity is because unfortunately that is one of the big things is access to the Afterlife Casino is controlled by these boats that are if there is a big thing that the boats might be stopped or there might be extreme scrutiny on the guests coming and going from the boats. So you don't want to be waiting in line for a boat when like everyone's looking around for, have you seen the bugbear that murdered 3 of us?
I can hide in a backpack.
Yeah.
Also, and I can take, I can do 2 wild shapes a day, by the way. So
Okay.
one scenario is me diving into the water or whatever. Another scenario is me taking the bag of holding and turning into a rat, at which point you can't see the bag of holding. I'm just a rat.
You're just a rat. And there are so many rats at this casino.
many
It's going
rats.
to take them forever to round up all the regular rats and interrogate them.
It's
Figure
possible
out-
that the
figure out
lion
which
will
rat
knock
is
over
ex-
the rat race. So.
Figure out which rat is an extra rat.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I've never seen that rat before. Get him, guys.
I think we're about 45 minutes into our session. Do you want to attempt to start the plan today?
Yeah,
and then
hell yeah.
With the idea that probably something will happen midway through and we'll conclude it in a future
Oh
session.
no, we'll totally finish.
Well,
tonight.
I
I'm
need
confident.
to go
We have to
get
make a
the
painting.
painting of this statue created and
All right.
get a fake stomach made and fake arms made.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and it has to
assume-
be past dawn so that
All right. So
Yeah.
you,
Take a long rest.
You do have, there was not the Merkmeyer Malevolence ticking clock of an egg, but there is the ticking clock of the tournament will wrap up, and your goal is to steal the trophy for the tournament before the tournament wraps up. But Krong, I'm going to assume that you have at home, you have fake arms and a fake stomach, but you do have to commission the painting. You've got a guy.
Right. And it does not need to be good. I want it.
I was
in
going to
fact,
say,
I want it to be like
how good is it?
if you just glance past it, you don't notice it at all. If you stop and look, you go, wait, hang on.
So this is mainly to for security camera purposes, not for in-person deception. So
Well, when I was in the room before, there was 4 people at a table, and then like 60 feet away, the statue
Yeah.
was sitting. There was a guard there, but he wasn't looking at it either. So
Nope.
I figure if I can get like 40 feet away, I'll be fine for like 20 minutes.
all right, let me just ask you this important question, Krong. How much money do you want to spend on your painting of a replica statue? This will determine the quality of the forgery.
Well, that's a good question.
Mm.
How much would it cost for it to look perfect?
Good. That's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's probably not available on a 24-hour turnaround.
Well, then, not perfect.
Uh-huh.
What's the best that I can get in 24 hours then?
Let's see here.
Side question. Do any of these guys want to draw a portrait of me? I just
Team
got a spa
portrait.
treatment in my I got an all over perm. I look great.
Yes. In fact, you negotiate with your guy a 50 gold pieces. It's going to be a rush job, and he apologizes, but this is what you do. But he gives you a special 50 gold pieces discount with the promise that you will sit for one of his future paintings that he's going to commission. He wants like a full 8-foot horizontal portrait to put up over a bar of Krong and some grapes.
Yes.
So it's horizontal. Am I lying down?
Lounging.
You're
I'm going to have
lounging.
questions about this guy.
Just
I
make
already
sure
know
your
he's
fur
a
is really permed.
Look,
This is a sketchy photographer.
he's not a photographer. He's
He's a sketcher.
painter.
Well, it's the
He's a
equi-
painter.
It's the equivalent.
And sketching is an important part of the painting process.
All right, that's a good point.
Look,
It's a deal.
Monty, this is your underworld painting broker. You get to decide how sketchy he is. But I assume
It's a
he's
deal.
He's
I
very
don't wear
sketchy.
I don't wear pants anyway. I'll
Yep.
just
Yep.
It's true.
All
be
right.
kind.
So for 50 gold pieces, 24 hours later, you have a painting on oil on canvas of the golden araignées, which is like a kind of winged angelic looking figure in a display case, or at least it looks like the front of a display case. It's not his best work.
Trompe l'oeil.
Yeah.
We'll steal that
And I'll
extra
need
50
some-
gold pieces back, Krong, so that you're not even out of pocket.
Mm-mm.
I will need something sticky. For
Like
the
a stick.
corners.
Oh.
Yes.
Honey.
The second time you did that joke, you just did that with sketchy.
Yes, it comes with some mounting tape, we'll say.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Nice job.
This is a full service super sketchy back alley painter.
So I'm
All
going
right.
to be
Done this
posing
before.
on the bearskin rug in front of the fireplace. Got it. No problem.
Yeah. He says, yeah, next week I'm waiting for the black velvet to come in.
You ever heard of Burt Reynolds? No. Let's just keep going.
So, yeah, it's my favorite crayon.
He's a different bugbear.
Yep. All right. So 24 hours have passed. Your various spells and magical items have restored. We assume that you return to the casino without incident. Krong at this point is known as a high roller because that's what he wanted. The rest of you are, it's unclear if anyone even recognizes you from your previous visit. You
Probably
didn't
the
leave.
only person that would recognize me would be Garmin. That's it.
Yeah, you didn't make huge impressions. How does this plan start to play out?
I think that Levithia and I should reenact our stealing of the card in the spa, since there's no cameras and that person does not seem to be super smart.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm going to linger over by the circus, by the Annual Act
All right.
entrance there.
Levithia and Jay, you repeat your spa adventure. There's a new spa attendant on staff today. Her name is Karis, and she's trying to upsell you on stuff. But you make arrangements for your soak, followed by one massage. Well, give me a quick sleight of hand check to successfully pocket your first stolen passkey of the day.
All right, let's.
17.
All right.
Oh, you're doing it
effortless.
this time. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to roll.
All right.
God, I
Jay,
did it
He
last
did
time.
it last time.
Jay, you have a passkey. You have taken a good look at several tiefling staff throughout the casino, though this one is works behind the scenes and is unlikely to cross paths with if you're your doppelganger. Though also I'm not sure if maybe you
I'm
obviously
going
know
to turn into Quentin, I think.
Quentin. All right.
Yes.
let's see here. Levithia, do you stay and receive a massage, or no? That's not. Seems less critical to the plan this time.
No, I won't be. I have made my appointment for it, so I will be coming back for that later. No, I am going to hang out.
We should get another card.
Yeah, that's right. We needed we wanted a second card. Who?
Maybe one of those people with the coins. We could do a little gamble.
We could try it.
Throw a coin or something, and
if it doesn't work, we might be in trouble. Do you have inspiration? Because I don't.
No.
I'll also mention, just to refresh your minds from things you've mentioned in previous sessions, there's a laundry area also.
That's true.
Should we try the laundry area? See if there's someone in there.
Yeah, because we can get in now because you've got that
card.
Key.
Okay, let's go in the laundry area.
All right, Jay and Levithia, you poke your head into the laundry area. The laundry area is behind a staff-only door. We'll assume you check for when no one's coming or going, and poke your head into the laundry area. It's this kind of medium-sized cavern tucked over on the east side of the casino, the end of kind of a long hall past the more ornate stairs down to the restaurant. And looking in, there's a couple large wash tubs and a clothesline hung with towels and employee uniforms. And it looks like on a little shelf with there's some neatly folded uniforms and one key card just sitting there by itself next to some sparkly vests. All right. There's no staff currently in the washroom.
They want to be stolen from.
Yeah. So
I am also going to... Should I change into
Yes. You're not a tiefling, though.
I'm not a tiefling, so that wouldn't work. So never mind. Nope.
Okay. All right. You got 2 keys. What's next?
I'm still stealing the vest.
All right. You steal a vest. Might be needed later. You put that vest... You put that vest in the mouth of the lion to really, sell that someone was murdered.
Yeah, put a little ketchup on the edges.
Yeah.
Should we give a distant nod to Ravel to let Ravel know that we have successfully gotten 2 key cards?
Yep.
Sure. Monty is the next part of the plan, right?
Well, no, because you were gonna as soon as
Monty's waiting for it's a lion.
That's when it starts. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, is the animal show going on or not?
Oh, the next animal show is starting soon.
Okay,
it's there was I'm assuming there's later in the day there's the baboon act, but I'm assuming that you are mainly here for the lion show, right?
I am. So what I'm gonna
like gnome clockwork, you know that you have about 10 minutes until the lion show starts.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to nod, and then I'm going to go into the animal show, and I want to sit by the door.
All right.
I am also going to the animal show because I want to see if there's any way that I can actually let the lion go.
Okay. You head into the it's called the Cirque Malmadon Nomini, which is their kind of entertainment area. It's set up with kind of it's circular stadium seating, kind of like a coliseum, with the kind of slightly stained bottom floor, accessible via a tunnel that leads off to the west, and there's a tiefling banjo player from seeing the earlier showing.
That guy gets bullied.
Well, yeah, the tiefling banjo player opens for the lion. So you've got a couple minutes until the lion is going to emerge from this tunnel. Levithia and Ravel.
Do we have our weapons and our gear, or did we have to leave those behind in order to get into the casino? I can't remember.
I think that you either have them or you were basically discreetly keeping them in various bags of holding and whatnot.
I just want to make sure I have a knife or something. In
case.
Oh, I ask Ravel what kind of so the lion, it's not actually tied up because it's part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's possible that you just roaring and lion might get it to run.
Mm-hmm. All right. Various the patrons from the casino starting to filter in. it's only about a third full. They do a lion show every day, folks. But people are there looking expectantly, taking a break from the casino action. Krong, what are you doing while this is all happening? Do you have are you waiting for something? What's going on?
I'm wandering through the casino, occasionally putting down a bet that I expect to lose, and drifting towards the tournament area.
All right, continuing to maintain your reputation as the high roller, you head over to the tournament area. The Grand Minoros Invitational First Annual Classic is on its final day. There's a big table. There's a big display with tables showing who was eliminated last round, and that the final matches should be starting soon. People seem not too excited by it. There's a small throng of people. I think there's a bit, there's some double booking with the Lion Act, and the crowd is clearly split between watching the ending of the tournament and seeing whatever it is lions do at lion shows.
I just realized I have I'm trained in animal handling, so I just want to say that, like, as soon as this lion gets out, I want to be paying very close attention to the lion tamer, the animal handler, and see if I can pick up any cues for vocal cues, physical cues for how he directs the lion to do whatever they want the lion to do, in hopes of getting the lion to follow the other lion that's going to appear in a moment.
All right. The lion. The lion appears with
beautiful.
A majestic roar.
Hang on. That was still in my thing.
All right. The lion will soon appear with a majestic roar, but meanwhile, over at the Three Dragon Anti-Tournament.
First question, is the guy who everybody said was going to win, is he still in the tournament?
Totally not. I don't remember which name that was from last time, but let's say no. It looks like at this point it is down to the final two. It's Ruthie Swifford versus Ladia Mizrim are in the final bracket. So I don't remember who I said last time.
It wasn't one of those.
One of the hobbits, and it was a hobbit. It was not, this was not an endorsed recommendation.
Was it Wumple Thistledown? You said Wumple Thistledown. And
yeah,
Ruthie
Wumple
Swifford.
Thistledown. According to this canonical listing here of the order in which people are eliminated from the tournament, Wumple Thistledown out in the first round, the first contestant out of the final eight. Yeah.
All right, well,
Wumple Thistledown went out first, followed by Ines Bellafleur, followed by Whip Walsh, followed by Jetta Moore, followed by Karn Iron Pebble, clearly a dwarf, followed by Nightshade, that's a classic tiefling name, leaving Ruthie Swifford and Ladia Mizrim as the final two contenders for this statue.
I think Nightshade was the favorite.
I will. Yeah, he was. I will drift towards the trophy case. Is there still just one guard next to it?
There is still one burly-looking tiefling guard stationed next to the trophy case.
Same guard?
Same. Well, no, different guard than yesterday. There's been a rotation. And he, honestly, he looks like he's mainly interested in the tournament that's happening a couple tables away from him. So, like, he's trying to keep an eye on the display case, but he keeps kind of like standing on his tiptoes to kind of look over the crowd at the people setting up for the final game.
Neat.
I will walk up. I would like to again do that intimidation thing where I just nod at him.
All right.
But this time I'm not trying to make him think, oh, he's one of us. I want him to think, oh, God.
All right. Roll intimidation.
All right. I'm using a new die for this.
Ooh.
It's a very odd die.
Is it a 20-sided die?
Because that would be even.
It is. I rolled a 2.
Oh, no.
So I think that's probably like a 7 or so.
Yeah, this bugbear's no threat.
So
it's a 7.
The tiefling security guard has rolled a 14 in the contest of intimidations, and he kind of chortles and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah. How do you get this job, man?
I
Gotta be tough. You tough enough? You think you're tough, kid?
I bring myself to my full 7.5 feet tall height and, really loom. I'm tough.
You're tall, but what can you lift?
I don't know. How much do you weigh?
Enough.
All right, I lift him up.
All right, strength check.
Just a flat check. 12.
Yep. You lift him up. From a distance, it just looks like two burly guys hugging weird.
Oh, and I give amazing hugs, by the way. I have very long
yeah, you're
arms.
you're like a horrible teddy bear. Of course you do. So, all right, you put him down, and then he's going to try and lift you up.
Of course.
As you do.
Okay.
He rolled an 18, so he kind of lifts you up,
That probably does it.
and he puts you down. It's like, all right. I don't know what happens next in this interchange.
Is there like a bro handshake that happens now? I don't know.
I think that
Fist
was
bump?
just it. They just one guy lifts the other guy lifts the other guy. They both
Listen,
nod.
you get
Nice
me
game,
a-
and
Yeah.
They both watched the tournament together.
Well, obviously you got what it takes, but the boss is real particular about so far it's all tieflings. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if that's legal. He says it's a style
That's
thing.
weird, right?
Especially like if you're just gonna like be in the back watching the mirrors. It seems like that, it's not part of the aesthetic.
Well, can I be honest with you?
Yeah, please.
I like it. Like, you go so many places, all they hire is humans and like one tiefling or one bugbear. This place, you guys are everywhere. I love to see
Is there a bugbear casino? I'd like to go to a bugbear casino.
Not that I know of. I mean, that would be amazing. So,
Congratulations, Krong. You have
this
made
point,
friends with this guy.
that was the goal.
Was it?
Now
Okay.
he is not. He's not going to be on guard. I'm just
No,
going to
he is.
stand on the other side of the case, just chatting with him, pointing out things that are going on the table. Like, hey, you see that?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a good play. Oh, that. Just trying to get him to like step a few feet forward so he's interested.
Sure. Monty, please roll bro, which is a charisma check with advantage.
Bro check.
Bro check indeed.
I rolled badly. 7.
Oh.
I would say that though you are friends, he is, he still is taking his job seriously and is trying to keep an eye on the case. So,
That's fine.
okay.
I gave it a shot. There's still some distractions coming up, I believe.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, right? Is it okay to move meanwhile?
Yep.
It is, but it's been an hour.
Yep. Over in the cirque, you hear the roar of and then the appearance of a somewhat, let's be honest here, elderly, maybe a little bit sad lion, little rough around the edges. A tiefling ringmaster has kind of a fancy chair and a whip, and he's gesturing, and the lion lopes out into the center of the Colosseum. The tourists are going nuts.
I'm watching very closely.
Yeah, Levithia, this lion does not love his work. This is not a happy lion. This is a lion who did not plan to retire to the casino, if you know what I mean. But the lion is being he's jumping through hoops. You know that he's gonna do a
Aren't
thing
we
where
all,
he's gonna
man?
balance. Well, yeah. Every day, he's gonna do a thing where he's gonna have to balance on a thing. There's gonna be a thing where they're gonna throw stuff to the lion. I'm unclear how much of the lion act is playing out before things.
Is there just a
Ravel's already seen
ringmaster?
it.
Yeah. And I know what lions are anyway, so I've already got lion down.
There
But you would
should-
know like where in
there
the
should be
show
a
is the
dude in a
best.
big fur vest with a whip.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a ringmaster and there's a lion. Yeah, that is the staff for the Lions
All right.
show.
So here's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Ravel turns into a lion.
Mm-hmm. Check.
Wait,
Ravel.
I thought you were going to do the flog cloud first,
Oh, was it
so
gonna-
that nobody would see you turn into a lion, because otherwise they'd be like, okay, that guy just turned into a lion.
Okay. Yes. Fog cloud at the door, going through the door. I turn
Mhm.
into a lion, and
Oh,
then
okay.
I am going to
That's
move straight toward the ringmaster. And
so now it's clear there's 2 lions.
yes. Right?
All right.
New plan, everybody.
What is the
because
plan?
chaos.
The plan is
Chaos.
chaos.
It's the same plan. And I'm going to attack the ringmaster.
All right. Fog
Okay, I was not
billows
expecting
out
this.
throughout the Colosseum.
I don't know what to do.
I feel really bad for that lion now.
Yep.
And I want that lion on our side.
All right. Fog
This ringmaster
billows.
is not a good person.
That's what I was gonna do.
Fog billows throughout the Colosseum. The casino people are panicking. I think because of the placement of fog, it's going to be very hard for many of them to find their way to the door. Probably some are pouring out of the, let's say, Ravel, there are 2 doors into the area. You seem to have situated yourself by the south door. I imagine that there's panic casino patrons pouring out of the door to the north, yelling and, coughing as fog ripples through the room. And from inside that cloud of fog, a second lion jumps out into the middle of the circus. The ringmaster faints. How is adding 2 lions to a situation really going to improve this? Have they discussed any of the plan with Erica, the only one who's super organized? Will this all fall apart? Have they left too much up to chance and opportunity for answers to questions such as these? Tune in next time to Total Party.